Hey knitters, it's Monday. So pretty much I leave for Ireland in like 2 days. So if I seem a little crazy right now, it's only because I'm a little crazy right now. And I'm leaving for Ireland in 2 days. OMG. This week's theme, because I'm feeling kind of travel-y, is going to be the TARDIS theme that Kayla suggested last week. And basically we're just going to talk about if you had a chance to travel in the TARDIS with the Doctor, where would you want to go? And or when would you want to go? So yeah. I'm kind of a history person, so I think that if I got invited into the TARDIS, I would want to go back in time, back into history. I'm not exactly sure where. I'd kind of just like to go everywhere. The 1920s, the Renaissance, Pride and Prejudice times, that sort of thing. I just want to meet a bunch of authors, basically. I'd really love to meet Sylvia Plath, so go back to the 60s and maybe earlier than that. The 60s were kind of a rough time for her. But yeah, basically I think I just want to meet a lot of authors. I think that's what I would want to do. I would also really like to go to the future, but I don't know much about the future, so I'd just trust the Doctor to like not get me killed and take me to the future and show me something cool. I really like the second episode of Doctor Who, or the third, I don't know, the end of the world or whatever that one is, where Nine and Rose go and they're on that spaceship and they see the Earth explode. I think that was kind of cool. It would be really rough to do that, but I think it would be neat. So mostly the story is that I would want to go history. I would also want the Doctor to come pick me up and take me to and from school so I didn't have to fly places all the time, because flying is kind of a pain, and traveling in the TARDIS would be so much easier, and I could just be like, hey Doc, guess what, it's time to go to school, go home, and I don't want to fly, so you gotta come pick me up. Vworp 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 out of nowhere, and then we could just go, and then you could drop me off, maybe we could have a little adventure in between, and then I could go home and have a nice break. So tell me what you would want to do if you were traveling on the TARDIS. If you're a subscriber, you should leave it in the comments, because I think this is a totally interesting discussion and probably says a lot about people, where they would want to go if they traveled in the TARDIS. So let's have a discussion. In knitting news, I have continued work on this scarf, and it's coming along better than it was this time last week. I had a little crisis about whether or not I'm actually even able to knit anymore to my mother. I was working on this and I messed up somewhere, but I decided to just keep going in the end. But I was like, I can't knit anymore, I suck, I'm so bad at it. And she explained to me that it was probably just because I wait till late at night to do it and I'm already tired. So yeah, it's coming along and I can still knit, no fear there. So yeah, scarf. Amber, when you said I didn't make a lot last week, only 2 things, I basically laughed my whole face off because, you know, it's a really awesome week if I make 2 things in a week, but for you that's like, psh, ain't no thing. So basically what I'm trying to say is you're awesome. Also, speaking of awesome, that store that you went to called Restore sounded so cool. What a good cause for something to go to. Also, your comment in your video about the buzzing sound in your video being the pizza alarm going off, I was like, that made me so anxious. I was like, your pizza is gonna burn, like, oh my goodness, it just really freaked me out. So I hope that your pizza was fine after last week's video. Kayla, your cat is so cute. I was so excited that he was in your video. And those mini hats that you made for your Etsy shop are super, super cute and really creative, and that was an awesome idea. So yay for crafting. Michael didn't make a video last week, for shame. Maira, your puppet show sounds so awesome. That's such a great follow-up to a masquerade ball. I mean, you must be one awesome party planner. Also, that picture from the masquerade, the prom-esque picture, was actually really cute. And I'm really glad that nerds have places they can go that are like prom except better, because they're not like prom, they're full of nerds. So yeah, I'm glad that you had to have that experience, or got to have that experience rather. Also, thank you for the advice about going abroad. I knew you would have good advice because you've done it before. And also, good luck to Nava on her trip. Maybe we do get to see her this week, and that would be awesome. We're just 2 traveling people. So awesome. And I hope you and your family had fun visiting Massachusetts, and I hope we get to hear about it in your next video. And I think that's all I gotta say for now. And next time you see me, I will be in Ireland, and that is just weird beyond words, and it doesn't feel real and stuff, but it is a thing that is true. So yeah, next week you'll be seeing my new Ireland place, and we'll talk about going back to fall / back to school. That'll be our theme for next week. I already picked it, so don't worry, I got it under control. Thanks for the suggestions last week, everyone. Those were really helpful. And I hope everyone has a super week this week, and there's a motorcycle outside, so I'll see Amber tomorrow. Bye!